My name is Mohammed Usman, and before moving forward, first I would like to introduce myself. Shazad is taking care the smart cloud solution USA side, and I'm taking the smart cloud solution, basically the Middle East side. Currently, I'm in Dubai for the Google and Alibaba cloud trainings, the across the UAE side. So we are already working on all four multi-clouds. Definitely, the Alibaba cloud is not in the USA side, but some of the USA customers are already working here, doing some business in the UAE and the South Asia market. So Alibaba is one of them. And we are working on AWS, Google, Azure, and Alibaba, all four of them. Not four clouds, but the DevOps side as well, like Terraforms, the Kubernetes, and all the automations which related to the cloud, right? So before moving forwards, let's discuss. We will discuss about the introduction of cloud computing and why you would like to choose the cloud computing as a career. And this is an open session, so it would be great if you ask related questions related to your careers. And if you want to start your own business and a startup, we can help you as well, right? So that you can become our partner as well for this journey. So when we talk about the cloud computing, so cloud computing is basically the buzzword where we normally offers the public clouds in terms of the compute services. In the AWS, the AWS offer normally the EC2 machines where the customers put it all the applications and run without the hassle of any power outage, internet outage, and all the capex. They all are the operational expenditure. So you don't need to worry about this, the capital expenditure on the cloud. When we talk about only the word cloud, cloud is actually the word which actually cover more than 200 plus services regardless of any cloud, uh, regardless of AWS, regardless of Google. So when we talk about cloud, it means it's comprised of different domains. Start with the network, compute, DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, and many more services. But definitely to start with the infrastructure. Once we have the infrastructure on the cloud, we can explore and we can work on the rest of the services, which is actually connect and work with the infrastructure services on the cloud. So skills you need in order to start your career on cloud. Definitely, whenever we discuss about the cloud career or the cloud computing, the first thing which is come in our mind is the AWS cloud. Why? Because the AWS, sorry, AWS have a good market share, approximate more than 50% of the market share is with AWS, and then after that the Azure cloud, and then Google cloud. Google cloud have a market share of 15%. But the good thing is, if you are really looking the excellent AI and ML services, the Google cloud is one of them, and the Google market share is not more than 15%, but the job is excellent because there is a supply and demand concept. So out of 10 cloud engineers in the USA, 7 to 8 of them are AWS either or Azure clouds. Only one or two are working on the Google cloud. So whenever the supply is low and the demand is created, definitely the per hour price is automatically increased. Not for the job point of view, but also the deployment point of view as well, right? We just completed some of the Google Cloud projects in the Canada side and the US side as well. When you talk about the soft skills, definitely we need the proper communication. What we are offering in the cloud, like if you are start as a carrier, you should know that what is in the cloud, what's the customer requirements, and the specific clouds can complete this requirement or not, right? So sometimes the customer requirements complete with the one cloud, or sometimes we need to cover with the hybrid cloud model, which include the AWS Azure or AWS Google Azure as well. And if you are looking to increase your job market, not with the USA, but I think the last time, Shazad, someone told me to start a business or career in the UAE market as well. So I'm in Dubai right now for the corporate training, like I said that. So in the UAE market, the Google Cloud and the Alibaba Cloud market is huge, especially in the Saudi market. Because me and Shazad were in the Saudi, I think the first week of March, and that was the huge market of the Alibaba and Google Cloud. So if you are looking for the Middle East market, don't forget to touch the Google Cloud and the Alibaba Cloud. I can help you out because I am the official Alibaba Cloud trainer as well for the South Asia and MENA region as well. So, regarding the career path in the cloud engineer, definitely once you start your career, you will start with the cloud engineer, where you need to get hands on dirty on the several cloud services. Start with the compute network and other services, and then after some time and get experience, you can easily promote yourself by in cloud architect. So the difference between cloud engineer and the cloud architect is cloud engineer is just to deploy as per the requirement, while the cloud architect need to design the whole cloud infrastructure first on the diagram and the high level document that's called the HLD, and understand the customer requirement, and then hand over to the engineers, so that you can say is the lead position or the superior position compared with the cloud engineer. So cloud architect is much experienced with the cloud engineer. He know not only how to deploy but what to deploy on the cloud, either they required for one cloud or the multi cloud. If you talk about the cloud developer basically the path where we will use the services related to the development side, not the application or programming development, but how to deploy the application on the cloud. If you talk about the AWS, we have Lambda services, we have Elastic Beanstalk, we have the cloud formation, where we automate the whole cloud infrastructure on a single click using the JSON language or the YAML language. And if you talk about the cloud security is a good domain for those who are already working on the cyber security side. But remember one thing, cybersecurity and cloud security is totally different in terms of the services, because cybersecurity, we use different type of tools like Nessus, Metaexploit, Kali Linux, and other things like the white hat or the black hat hackers. But in the cloud security specialist, if you want to become as a carrier, you need to learn those services which offered by the specific cloud, either on AWS, Google, or Azure cloud. Like in the AWS side, we have the security hub, we have the system managers, we have the cloud trails, we have the audit managers, inspectors, and other things, right? So these are the services which we need to understand in order to work as a cloud security specialist. And the cloud security specialist is a higher demand as compared with the cloud architect. But the thing is, in order to reach the cloud security specialist, you need to pass on the cloud engineer or the cloud architect level, because you cannot apply the security until you know about the cloud infrastructure like load balancer, auto scaling, network, databases, and so on. And last but not the least, the DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer also comes with the cloud engineer, because your path always starts with the cloud engineer, and then once you reach the specific time and experience, you can diversify yourself towards DevOps engineer, cloud, and other things. So I am 8x AWS certified and already working on the AWS cloud from the last 9 years approximate. 2x Google certified and the 8x Alibaba certified. And I'm already working with some of the Fortune 500 USA companies like Humana, Mercedes-Benz, Alltech International, Carriage Home Health, Reliance Cloud, and so on. Right. So I'm already working as a DevOps cloud in cloud security and the architect as well. It's a multi role. So once you start a career and after some time, you will definitely become a multi role job, where you can not only increase your skills but increase your pay per hour as well. So any question, or should I move forward? I would like you guys to ask a question, because you know what you are looking for in today presentation. Because we not only provide the managed services but also provide the complete training. I, as a trainer, I've already trained with Shazad more than 4,000 IT professionals in 21 plus countries in the last 7 years. So I know exactly what's the requirement, but if you have something in your mind, please share with us so that we can help you out easily regarding your roadmap. Some of you guys start your own business, some of you guys start your career in that specific cloud or a specific field. We can help you out.
Hussein, you said that you are currently in QA, right? So do you think the information which we have provided so far can help you to start the career?
I think the information he just talked about is regarding starting a if someone interested in starting a business or something that way. So actually, I'm trying to see if how would be the career roadmap. It just is here on the screen. It shows a career roadmap. I wanna interested on that.
Okay,
Okay.
got got it.
Okay.
So
So
let me
because I'm
explain.
not doing any business, I'm just wanna be either in the DevOps um, or the technical side of the Google Cloud Platform. I
That's
mean,
great.
switch to QA to DevOps or similar roles.
Okay, so you are specifically looking the Google Cloud, okay?
No, I want to know like so right now there's a hybrid model going on. So so hybrid model means uh, organizations are using all the clouds, all platforms like Google platforms, AWS, Azure. So someone using suppose EC2, but they are also using Kubernetes from Google, uh, ECS. So is it like mixed environment, mixed platform?
Correct, correct. I
So,
totally agree.
so
So
currently, Hussein, currently which cloud you are using at your workplace?
So actually, we worked on AWS.
Okay, so that's what will be my our recommendation, that whatever is being used at workplace, try to get the training on that cloud, get the expertise, and then move to the next one. What do you suggest, Usman?
yes, so let me elaborate more, Hussein, for your easiness. Even I
Uh-huh.
started my career on the AWS back 2015 when I was working with some of the AWS clients. And then once they move, jump into the multi-cloud, I jump into the Google Cloud as well. So the path you should follow as because you are a QA engineer, you should start with the AWS solution architect or the SysOps because these two certification will help you to start working on AWS in terms of infrastructure designing, implementation on all the infrastructure services like load balancing, auto scaling, storage, databases, and basic security like the IAM services, right? And
Uh-huh.
and then instead of moving forward on the AWS because AWS 14 certification and all the rest of the certification are not relevant for you for that for the current time. You can jump on the Google Cloud. In the Google Cloud, if you are already completed the AWS training on that time and you have get some hands-on on the AWS, you can easily familiar on the Google Cloud as well. Google Cloud, you should start with the Google Cloud Associate Engineer certification, which is the not foundation, not professional, is the associate certification. Is the only associate certification which Google Cloud have. Rest of the professional certification. In this certification, you can get hands-on on the same infrastructure services which you had completed on the AWS. You can cover up on the Google Cloud. Like if you are working on the EC2 on the AWS, in the Google Cloud,
Mm-hmm.
you can work on the Google Compute Engine or the GCE. Even you
Okay.
don't believe, I just completed my second session of my master class because I'm the Google Cloud official trainer as well. So I just completed my second session today out of four classes with some of the students from Canada and US as well. And today I just completed the IAM part and the security part, right? So I will share the rest of the details with Shazad so that they will give you some of the details, right? So you can start a complete training and the composite training with us by from AWS and Google Composite package, where the one session or the one complete course will help you to complete the AWS and Google understanding and the Google training, and will complete the certification as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay.
will share some of the Google Cloud videos with you so that you can easily understand after this call. Shazad, please remind me. I will share some of the
Sure.
YouTube videos which will help you guys to understand how we teach and what we teach. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So these are the some of the roadmap which initially you need to focus on that, because it's a long story and it's a long journey, because every cloud platform have a several certification like specialized, professional, associate, foundation. So most of the guys are confused at what to start, where to start, and how to start. So, long story short, and in a simple way, just keep in mind from if you start with the AWS, just start with the solution architect and SysOps. If you start with the Google Cloud, just focus on the Google Cloud Associate Engineer.
Yeah, actually, I started to learning the associate solution architect. I'm taking some courses for that, and yeah, I'm working on it actually. The solution
Sure,
architect.
sure. Great. So if you need any help, just contact Mr. Shazad. The difference between us and the others is we provide live training. We don't provide the self-paced portals, because self-paced provide you information, but the self-paced training have some drawbacks which nobody can
Huh?
explain you. They cannot provide you experience. They cannot
Yeah,
provide
I'm not
you
like
a hands-on lab.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to clear something here. So you guys are providing training for that, the
Yeah.
associate solution architect.
Correct.
Oh,
We
okay,
can
okay.
provide. Yes, and we provide the live training, like hands-on live training, one-on-one
Oh,
session.
okay.
And
Yeah, I
not
think
only
it's
that,
much better. Uh-huh.
correct, because you are a professional as well, mashallah. And you also know that they have a lot of stuff in the internet. But the thing is that you cannot ask the question, you cannot perform the labs, you cannot find any mentor which you guide you where to start and how to start. You can just buy the course and then start working, but in the real scenario, you if you stuck somewhere, nobody can help you in the real environment. So that's the things which Shazad can help you in this regard. Not only the trainings, but also the deployments. Because what we normally, our approach is to not only to provide training, but also to secure the job and secure the projects as well. So what we normally do, we provide the trainings to the professional just like you. And once you're stuck somewhere in the project, real project, we not only secure the jobs for the specific candidates, but also secure the projects as well with the help of the specific candidate. So that they not only learn the project, how to deliver and how to deploy the project, but also to secure the job as well.
So one more question. So if I finish solution architect,
Mhm.
what kind of job I might be landing on?
If you complete the solution architect plus SysOp, because it's a component, because solution architect is most towards designing and SysOp is implementation. So I would recommend, and
Okay.
we normally, because whenever you sit on the interview, they might ask some technical question which is related to implementation. And if you focus only the solution architect, you might pass the exam, but you cannot sit for the day-to-day deployment. Remember one thing, Hussein, just my suggestion, that the theory will reach you towards the interview door or the exam door, but the real hands-on will continue and secure your job as well, not only for the cloud, but and also all the technical fields.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I can help you to not only to get hands-on lab, but also to pass the exams as well, not for the AWS, but also the Google Cloud. Like I said, I've already trained more than 4,000 IT professionals in 21 countries. I'm already teaching not only AWS and Google, but also other firewalls and CCNA, Microsoft Exchange from last 19 years. And I'm a consultant working as a consultant from the last 9 years, not only but network, but also the cloud and multi-cloud as well. So I have a good and Alhamdulillah, the good experience. Right now I'm in Dubai, right? I tell you, and to provide just for this training and deployment of the Google Cloud for here. And I'm specialized in multi-cloud deployments and networking. Currently, I'm engaged in some of the ministries project in Saudi Arabia as well, where ministries hire me directly on the specific Alibaba cloud project. Alibaba definitely is not in the USA side, but in the Middle East side and US side. So I am working on the behalf of Alibaba as well as a consultant, as a trainer as well. So feel free to
Oh, okay.
reach Shazad whenever you need anything related, you need any help related to the cloud, multi-cloud, and DevOps. I will be happy to assist you, regardless you learned with me or not. I will be happy to assist you as a community member.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, okay. And uh, Shazad, should I will share all the details with you. Don't forget to remind me, Shazad, for the videos part.
Sure, sure.
Thank you,
So
Shazad.
I think we have a good
Before,
communication
yeah,
and
before moving forward, Shazad, just Hussein, I've already reply all the answer, or if you have still any query in your mind.
But no, that was all from my side.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
You
Okay.
know, thank you.
So I think we have provided enough information to San. Remember when Asad joined and he mentioned that he's working on autonomous cars and he would like to hear more about the services which he can utilize from any of these clouds. So let's hear from Asad that exactly or specifically what he needs, and so we can take our session to fulfill his needs. So
Yeah,
Asad, can you?
yeah, but I also mentioned that I also work in the telecom sector, so I was more interested in how can the cloud multi-cloud work with the 5G technology on the telecom side. That's what I'm more interested to hear about, because 5G is going to be used in the V2V, in the connected service, connected society. So how can multi-cloud facilitate the 5G technologies which are coming in different verticals on the telecom and also on the automotive side?
Okay, okay, that's great. So,
And I
let me
think
just,
probably Usman, you probably will be working on. You mentioned you're working in Saudi Arab, so obviously Norm is Norm, the Norm City project is pretty big, and it's all
yeah.
built around 5G technology.
Correct, correct. You are absolutely right. So definitely, I work a lot of different organizations related to different, what should I say, the different enterprises like fintech, retails, and oil and gas, and different. So regarding the telecom sector, I'm by the way, I'm a telecom engineer as well from the graduation background, right? So I'm currently working with the STC Saudi Telecom in Saudi Arabia with some of the ministries project, and in Sri Lanka I work with the Lanka Bell as well, with one of the big name in the and in the USA like I work with the Comcast and the Equinix. So regarding the 5G, definitely we work normally on infrastructure because 5G or 4G is related to the wireless and the RF part. But if we talk about the core side, there is the new things available in the cloud that's called the SD-WAN. SD-WAN is a good option for those who are working on the 5G. And I think AWS just launched the service for the 4G and 5G customers. I forget the name. I will check and update to Shazad. There is an option where you can launch your own telecom service on the AWS cloud. So they're the first thing. And related to the cloud, we have in the AWS especially, we have some satellite services as well, like the ground stations and related to some frequencies and the spectrum which you can buy working on the behalf of AWS cloud. So these are some of the services. Regarding the NEOM project, I'm working, like I said, I'm working some of the ministry projects, not on AWS because Alibaba is the only one on the Saudi side, which is directly connected with the Saudi cloud computing company, SCC. So we are working with the back end side, like we are working on the fiber pigtails and the WAN connection and the layer 2 and layer 3 circuits connected with the ministries to the Alibaba cloud on the back end side. So that we are working. So related to the telecom side, these are the services which we are normally working with the telecom, and the rest of the infrastructure are the same load balancers, same servers, but the nature of application definitely is different.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
So Asad, currently are you using AWS?
We are using AWS and
Okay.
also Google both.
Okay. All right. So have you already tested the services which Usman has mentioned?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So are you having any specific issue with it? Do you
No,
want us to help you in setting up those services,
no,
or?
not right now. I think I'm getting the contact details. I also share, submitted LinkedIn request to, so I'll reach out, should there are any issues.
So
Okay.
Asad, if
Okay.
you need any help regarding the consultancy side, me and Shazad can definitely help you. The last project which I did in the, I think the 2019 and 20, there is a big name in the USA called Humana. So I was
Oh,
the
okay.
I was the core engineer of Humana, and I was the only multi-cloud engineer on that time who understand the network requirements and who understand the cloud requirements, because there is a lack in our industry, and you better know that if someone knows network, they cannot understand cloud. And if someone knows cloud, they don't understand the core network side. So I'm from the network background. I have a good experience on the CCNA and NP side. So what we did actually in the back 2019-20, we worked with the Google Cloud interconnect, the direct interconnect and the partner interconnect and the AWS direct connect. So we migrate approximately 21 virtual private connections from VPN to the direct connect and the cloud interconnect on Equinix and Comcast. That's the huge project on that time. It took me approximately 1 year to complete.
No, I think Humana is an insurance company in US.
Humana
Yes.
is actually, yes, insurance, but Humana is a big, big name. I don't know because on when I was in Humana, there is a 64,000 employees on that time. And Humana is basically focused on retired military, what should I say, retired military officers regarding the diet plans and other items. So I was on that domain, Humana, where they provide the financials and the insurance to the military applicants who retired actually.
Okay. So I think we have given answer to Asad as well as to Hussein. And now let's focus on security and compliance because Daud is looking for more information in those areas. So Daud, do you have any specific questions regarding compliance and security?
Well, I actually I would also be interested in taking if your presenter Osman your schedule if you have training on that, I can galvanize some of my co-workers and we can have training, or if you can have training for the company, those who are
Oh,
interested, because that's where we 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 have the most impact, right? If we go into an environment, we want to make sure that their security environment is locked down and things of that nature. So what will we be looking for and things of that nature? And like
okay.
I told you, since we have all the three major cloud vendors in our portfolio, that training would be very very helpful for we the examiners, especially the new ones who don't know many things about risk and controls in a cloud environment. So I would definitely take a class, and also would recommend to my team to take that security class you are offering.
Yes,
So Usman,
we are providing. Yes, yes, I understand. So I am AWS security specialist certified. I'm already offered two corporate cloud security trainings on the AWS security. So, and currently, and after some time, we are also offering the CCSP course as well, Cloud Certified Security Professional, related to ISC2 Square, right? So, can you please share all the relevant details which you are looking to Shazad? And Shazad, can you please connect with him after this call to understand the requirements so that we could working on this internally?
sure. Yeah, I will talk to you, Daud, and I
Okay.
will get more specific questions regarding the your training needs, and then
Yeah.
I will design a customized training plan for you that can
Okay.
help you out. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because again, we are in it for the long haul. Is part of our portfolio. So we will go in every year to examine. So I just want to make sure that I'm looking at the right things in terms of security and things of that nature, so that I can recommend, or I could, add value
Mhm.
in terms of security controls and things like that where they need to be.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that would be great. Even Dawood and all other members, just to let you know that I have a USA visa as well, and I normally I travel across the globe, especially in the USA as well, because I've already two physical trainings in the USA as well in the last year. So if if you need anything related to the physical trainings, just inform to Shazad, and I will be there at your place.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes we hire from vendors and they come in. They have actually this training would be offered to many of the examiners. So usually they will come to FDIC. We have a corporate university in Virginia. Oh no, yeah, in Virginia. We have a facility where trainers can come and train, and I think that would be good, if you could champion this, because sometimes the training can come maybe 3 or 4 times a year, depending
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sure, sure. So I will get in touch with you, and we will talk about it, and I will provide your
yeah,
needed information.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be good. I think that would be very, very good. But I definitely want to, I don't want to go and talk to my boss or talk to FDIC, something which I haven't had experience. So maybe if I take maybe if I take one of your training, and bear in mind my focus is security, right?
Right.
The security,
Security and compliance.
yeah, security and compliance. If I could take a class and I can share with them, what I've learned and things like that, they may try to have you as a vendor
Mm-hmm.
to train the rest of the examiners.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is something which can help your organization bring it to the
Sure,
forefront and things of that nature. Yeah.
sure. Shazad just discussed with Daud and Hussein requirements in details so that we can thoroughly discuss and then we can offer something for as per the requirements.
Sure.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, what you can do, can you go through the slides which has information regarding the specific cloud security certification, so they know that
Yes.
what kind of
So like in
career
the
path they
AWS
want to
side,
take.
yes, for the AWS side, we have the AWS Security Specialty Exam here, where we complete the training of the compliance regulations and the all the security related to like the identity and access management, audit trails,
Right.
logs,
Sure.
and the compliance is like which type of compliance: ISO 27001, 27003, SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 3, PCI DSS. All the related compliance by default is already in all the clouds providers because the data centers are already compliant. But the things which need to understand is that how we can deploy these compliance to our newly created infrastructure over the cloud that we normally train and that we normally run on all the across the globe, and that you are looking for, I think.
Right.
Mhm.
So I can help you out, right? Don't worry.
S-
Just
so this is yeah, this is on the AWS. Can you also please share same
yes.
thing with Azure
So
and Google?
Azure, we have the Azure Security Engineer, the same thing, and in the Google Cloud, we have the Cloud Security Professional Architect, the specialization.
Sorry to interrupt. Interruption. Can you share with us these slides?
Sure, sure. I will share with you. Can you please send me email? I have already shared my email and phone number in the
Oh,
chat.
sure.
Please
Mhm.
send me the your email address, and I will send you the slide.
Okay, sure, sure.
Okay. And so, Usman, can you tell them that how they can get this security certification? They cannot directly go and get the specialized
Oh,
certified
okay,
training, right?
okay. By default, okay, there is the official method and the experience method. Okay, so if you go for the official method by the AWS or any cloud, so before 2 years that was not easy, and you need to pass the associate exam and so on. But right now, you can pass the AWS security directly, and you can pass the Google Cloud and the Azure security engineer directly without the need of these certification. But
Okay.
authentically and professionally, there is no make any sense to directly jump on the cloud because directly jump on the security, because where you will apply this security if you don't know about the cloud infrastructure? Like as a simple mean, you don't have a house where you put it your door and the windows. So that's the thing. So recommended method is to understand at least if either you pass the exam, you attempt the exam or not related to the architect and the operation. But at least you must have good hands on the cloud infrastructure to deploy the load balancer, auto scaling, and the infrastructure, so that it will be very easy for you to deploy the cloud security on the existing or newly created infrastructure, and you can perform the labs as well and either pass the exam of the security. But without the knowledge of the infrastructure, it will be very, very hard, because remember one thing, this certification which you are looking on the screen is 60 to 70% overlap with each other. Like if you learn something on the networking side, definitely 60 to 70% you will learn the same thing on the strategy side. So the good thing is to learn at least the AWS associate or the Google, and in the Google side there is Azure administrators and the fundamentals in order to jump on the security side. That will be very, very easy for you to achieve your goals. Otherwise, you might be certified, but you will not be qualified.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, Zain. How are you? Shazad, I think the Zain just joined.
Okay. Welcome, Zan. So, Zan, we this is an open forum, and the main topic is cloud technologies, and we are having discussion, and people are asking about the career plan, security, compliance, and some of the services of cloud. So just trying to understand what are your needs. So
Shazad,
why don't you
sorry,
introduce yourself,
Shazad,
and
sorry to
then
interrupt you. We have 9 minutes for this meeting. You might need to reshare this meeting link again.
right, right.
Okay,
So
thank you.
can you please introduce yourself
Yeah,
quickly,
Yeah,
and
sure.
tell us what are your needs and how we can help you.
Uh, yeah, I'll start with my introduction. So, Zain Ahmed, I've been working in IT for about 10, 12-ish years. My degree was in accounting and finance, but I'm mostly on the non-technical management IT side. So, project manager, scrum master roles I've done. My currently working with Fifth Third as a lead agilist. Um, I've always been interested in cloud. Just the biggest hurdle or the roadblock that I saw was not having that technical acumen. So, so that's the reason when I saw, I know I joined late, I was busy, but I wanted to see. I've looked at the certification. I've looked at Azure and AWS certification and all that, but I think there's a lot more than just certification. Also, you can learn the questions, figure out, and somehow pass the certifications. But the technical knowledge that you learn while working in IT is what I'm concerned, worried about if I were to make transition or think about it. So that's my situation.
Okay, so so currently you are Scrum Master, right? And it's a non-technical role, right? So you
Yes.
want to switch towards the technical?
If I were to, yes, but I would want to know like what the road path's going to be and how does the job market and all that look at someone from a non-technical background.
Sure, sure. So, Usman, can you explain Zen regarding the career path?
Yeah, so thank you, Zain. And you're a Scrum Master. Sorry, I missed the last conversation.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can start your career as because you are a scrum master, so your main responsibility is to lead the project or to execute the project in a management way, might be right. So in the
Yes.
day-to-day operations you might not be involved in your day-to-day operations, but in order to move forward you at least must know that what's going on inside the cloud. So in order to move forward, you can start with the AWS. And why AWS? Because AWS has a much more market share compared with the other clouds. So you can start with the solution architect associate, sysop associate, and developer associate. By the way, Hussein, I also forget to tell you that these three certification we normally cover in one course that's called the AWS 3-in-1 program, which we are already offering from the last 7 years, because you can save your time, money, effort, which you spend three different times on three different certification. In the reality, these three certifications are 70% overlap with each other, to be very honest. And in order to run in a job market, not only for the certified, but also the qualified person, you need to understand all of the services which come in these domain, like associate, solution architect, SysOp, and developer exam. So then you can start with the with this AWS 3-in-1 program.
And
Okay.
so, Zan,
Yes.
so can you tell us that which cloud you are using in at Fifth Third?
So I'm Fifth Third was using AWS, but there's been talks about them moving them on site, going back from
Okay,
cloud. I
okay,
might deal with the commercial cards, which are like all the businesses and Mastercard and all that. So I
okay.
deal with them. It's just we just work on projects, so it's not related to cloud, to be honest.
Okay, so sometimes it is good to use the same cloud which your company is working on, because if there is any opportunity, you can say, hey, I already know this cloud and it's easy to switch at your existing workplace. So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
we
no,
would
that's a good
suggest.
point.
And so Usman is a certified trainer, AWS trainer, and we have these three trainings combined together. So after getting the training, you can pass three exams, which are solution architect, associate sys admin, and associate
Developer
developer.
and the developer,
Yeah.
yes.
So if you guys are interested in those, we can provide that information as well.
I just shared
Okay.
the playlist, Zain and Hussein. Would you like to open it? Just share on the chat. That is actually, you can say, a demo or the small videos which I just delivered to my some of the Europe clients, because
But these,
then yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
so these are related to Google.
Yes,
I will.
currently we don't have any live training or the English training for now on my YouTube channel related to
Okay.
AWS. I think some of the trainings are available, but in the Urdu language in my YouTube channel.
I understand Urdu, so I should be good.
Okay,
Okay.
so
What
you
about
can,
you, Usman? What about you, Hussein? Hussein, can you understand Urdu? I think he's on mute. But anyhow, I will communicate. I will be in touch with you, Uzan, and
Mhm.
I'm sharing my email address as well as phone number.
Okay.
So please reach out to me, and then I can talk to you individually, try to understand what are your goals, and then provide you the guidance accordingly.
Yes,
Perfect.
then
One quick question. I'm sorry to cut
Sure,
you
go
off.
sure.
ahead.
Uh, I mean, how is it this training beneficial for someone that's new, completely new, no IT experience at all? Is this beneficial for them also, or you guys have a different plan for them?
No, no,
I'm
no.
asking on behalf of
The
someone
same
else.
thing. The same thing, because I have many success stories in my side. Even in the, you can check the some of the feedbacks for our students, which Tasib, where did you complete your masters?
from Melbourne Institute of Technology.
Okay, okay. And you did your graduation in Pakistan?
Yeah, from Sir Syed University.
And year?
Enrolled to passing out 2000, enrolled 2010, 2010 batch.
2010 batch. Okay, I passed the B Telecom in 2012.
I
You
am
did?
also a telecom engineer.
Yes, I have completed my BE in Ikra University, Qayyumabad, in back 2012. So you know Rehan
So I think
Qureshi and Jawad and all.
you know someone from your technology name Umar.
Umar, the full name?
I need to figure out.
Laugh
Because,
at
we have some of
Umar Siddiqui, Mohammed Umar Siddiqui.
Umar Siddiqui. Yes, 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 yes. I remember this name. But कहाँ होते हैं ये? Where is it?
अच्छा ये होते हैं मेलबर्न में, अभी तो फिलहाल ये वो कंट्री साइड पे काम कर रहा
So
है
you know
ये।
Mr. Rehan Qureshi?
रिहान कुरैशी, रिहान
रेहान
भाई हाँ जानता हूँ।
रेहान भाई को जानते हो? अच्छा, रेहान भाई वो छोटी दाढ़ी वाले जो है, पीएचडी इन नेटवर्क्स।
देखें रिहान कुरैशी में रुक जाए, अब आप कौन से दो तीन
Riyad,
जान है।
Rayan Qureshi from Sir Syed University. He is PhD, and he passed out I think 2005 or 6 in Sir Syed, और उसके बाद वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया गए थे, they passed out. So many of the teachers are from Sir Syed are my teachers, like Jawad Ahmad, Sajjad, and some of other trainers as well. They just joined from Sir Syed to Ikra University in that time.
आई थिंक मैंने आपको उधर भी आप पता नहीं मेरी लिंक्डइन लिस्ट में हो, आई थिंक सो।
I think yes, मैं आपकी शक्ल देख के पहचान गया हूँ।
हाँ
Yes, because
मतलब
I have मैं आपको बताऊँ, we have trained more than 40 plus professionals who is actually exists in USA and Canada. There is the Sir Syed alumni groups, and I was not on that group, but there are many students from Sir Syed or NED exist in the USA and Canada. They have separate alumni WhatsApp group. You might be in that group. So I trained most of them in back 2020 and 21.
अच्छा, क्योंकि यार आप ये शेर दिल लिखा हुआ आया था ना, मैंने यार ये लिखा हुआ लग रहा है लोगों का ही। मैं वो वाकई में मैं आप हो, मैं मुझे नहीं पता, मेरी मेरे ग्रुप लिस्ट बहुत ज्यादा बड़ी कर ली है मैंने दरअसल।
No, no, you must have you find it the Sir Syed group. So आपके साथ जाओगे, सैयद लड़का मान सिद्दीकी है. They are passed out from Sir Syed and now they are in US and Canada.
अच्छा, वैसे मैं मेरा जो इन लॉ है वो भी सर सैयद का पास आउट है, तो लेकिन वो डिफरेंट कंपनीज में काम करता है यहाँ पे। तो
Mhm.
ये है ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग भाई, नया मुल्क है, दोबारा से स्टार्ट करना है, तो
Mhm.
I don't want to be stick around with the old stuff, so
नहीं नहीं, शहजाद भाई कैन
honestly
हेल्प यू इजीली. जस्ट कनेक्ट विद द शहजाद भाई. वेट, आप कहाँ रहते हो इंडिया
यहीं
यूएस?
पे
मैं
Cincinnati. Yeah, he lives in Cincinnati. I think we met with your cousin or your brother-in-law.
Talha, have you met
Tala, yeah,
Talha?
yeah, Tala,
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
ओके 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 ओके. तो शहजाद भाई, why not you meet him physically and
sure,
yes.
sure, sure,
तो
sure.
शहजाद
Definitely,
भाई,
definitely. I'm
हाँ.
मुझे पता नहीं शहजाद भाई रहते किधर हैं, शहजाद भाई
Yeah,
अभी
I
तक।
live in Mason, so yeah, we live in the
तो
same
आप
area.
नमाज मेसन वाली मस्जिद में पढ़ते हैं या
Mason,
आईसीसी
Mason.
में पढ़ते
Yeah, I went to ICM.
हैं? अच्छा आईसीएम में जाते हैं, अच्छा
Yeah,
ठीक है
but
फिर
don't
तो
worry,
मैं।
we can meet. Yeah. So
आप
ping me
शहजाद इनसे
your
मिल सकते
availability.
हो. हाँ,
Yeah,
शहजाद
हाँ,
से मिल लो, और मैंने तो पूरा गाइड कर ही दिया है. आप शहजाद
sure.
भाई से मिल लो, जो भी हेल्प चाहिए हो आई कैन हेल्प यू आउट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम कैरियर, क्योंकि देखो आप मुझसे 2 साल सीनियर हो, और मैं 19 साल से पढ़ा रहा हूँ ये आईटी को, 2004 से पढ़ा रहा हूँ मैं. और शहजाद भाई के साथ मैं ऑलरेडी 7-8 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ एज अ
तो
पार्टनर.
भाई आप मुझसे सीनियर हुए ना, 19 साल से पढ़ा रहे हैं तो 19 साल से पढ़ा रहे हो यार, हम तो जब जब से पढ़ा रहे हो तब से तो हम आईटी के साथ कंप्यूटर स्टार्ट करना भी सही से नहीं जानते थे।
All right,
So
so let's meet and
yeah.
then yeah, we can discuss.
जी
Yes,
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, ऑनेस्टली।
Okay.
हाँ. मैंने एक चीज शेयर नहीं की है, पता नहीं आप शायद लेट ज्वाइन किए हो, मैं चैट पर दे देता हूँ. तुम यूट्यूब चैनल देख लेना, उसमें तुम्हें बहुत सारी वीडियोस और चीजें मिल जाएंगी जो कि तुम्हें काफी हेल्प करेंगी. शजेब कहाँ चला गया चैट? यूट्यूब. शहजाद भाई, इसको अपनी उसमें कम्युनिटी में भी ऐड कर लीजिएगा आप.
Okay, let me see.
हम्म.
मैंने आपको अपना नंबर, सॉरी मैंने आपको अपना ईमेल भेज दिया, मैं नंबर भेज रहा हूँ आपको दोबारा।
बस ठीक है ठीक
बस
ठीक। हाँ,
उसका
शहजाद भाई
नंबर।
का पूछिए। शहजाद भाई आपने नंबर शेयर कर दिया? हैव यू शेयर द
Yes, I have already shared my number.
नंबर? ओके।
So I have not seen your number, Shazib. Have you sent it separately or
मैंने
through
सेपरेटली
WhatsApp?
भेजा है, मैंने सेपरेटली भेजा आपको।
Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
सो
So this
और
is
मैंने
28
ईमेल भी सेंड कर
283,
दिया आपको।
starting with 283, right?
जी
Yeah.
जी जी,
Yeah,
283।
I got it.
So, even Shazib, when did you reach to Cincinnati? मतलब कब से हो आप वहाँ पे?
मैं 9 मार्च को आया हूँ।
अच्छा 9 मार्च को आए, because I was in Cincinnati in last August।
अच्छा, तो फिर आप वापस चले गए?
हाँ, मैं असल में ट्रिप करता हूँ अक्रॉस द ग्लोब ना, मेरी ट्रेनिंग्स होती है, मैं तकरीबन फिजिकल ट्रेनिंग्स पूरी दुनिया में कराता हूँ जहाँ जाके।
अच्छा अच्छा
हाँ, तो मैं यूएस आया हुआ था गूगल की कॉन्फ्रेंस में, सैन फ्रांसिस्को। तो
अच्छा।
देन आई मीट शहजाद।
Assalamualaikum, Liaquat. Thank you for joining in.
भाई मेरा तो पहला ट्रिप इन लॉस के साथ है, तो मैं क्या करूँ?
So, Liaquat, thank you for joining in. Liaquat, can you hear us?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I
Well,
can hear.
yeah, so thank you for joining in. So we started about 1.5 hour ago, but no worry, we are here to listen to your needs regarding technology and let us know. Please introduce. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us, what you are looking for, and then we can try to suggest something to you.
Yeah, I myself an electrical engineer working in the PCB design. Did my PhD in electrical and computer engineering, but thinking of uh, doing this certification and also doing something like to go into the software domain. Right now, I'm like 100% hardware person,
Mm-hmm.
but with the hardware you have to learn software also.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the reason I joined this meeting and get to know something about those certifications.
Sure, sure. So, Usman, can you please show your slides and guide Liaquat?
हाँ,
So
so
his background is electrical engineering.
okay, and okay, so definitely you would like to start cloud career from scratch, right?
Right.
Okay, so there's a you. I think you should start from AWS because I have a good market share. But before moving forward, I would recommend you to start with some online sessions with the cloud fundamental network fundamentals. So that will be very easy for you, and I will share some of the network fundamental videos with you that will help you to basic understanding, and then you can easily jump on the cloud side. So as start as a career, the cloud on the AWS is good, but it's not the end. Once you complete all three trainings, you need to jump in the specialized part, either multi-cloud or the DevOps part. So once you complete this part, you can either start with the DevOps side or the multi-cloud like Azure Cloud or Google Cloud.
So
Yeah,
Usman, can you? Yeah,
I did
Usman, can
the
you?
I
Yeah,
did this fundamental course. I think I did the Azure fundamental certificate,
good.
and I think I did the DP 100 also. I don't know which one is the DP 100.
DP, I think शायद
It was like
uh,
year and a half or 2 years ago,
yeah, it's
but
for the data something. I forget the name. Yes, I understand DP. Uh,
So currently your company is using Azure,
yeah,
right? Microsoft Azure.
is data scientist for data centers.
So I would suggest that you get some training in Azure rather than going towards the AWS. Usman, what do you suggest?
It's totally depend on the requirement, Shazad. I don't know what's the requirement. If they are starting a career, I would recommend start with the AWS because AWS have a much more market share. But If Liaquat is already working somewhere and he know the company requirement, then I would suggest to go with the company requirement in order to prolong your job or secure job on the specific domain. So it's totally depend what you are looking. You are looking as a career to move forward, or you are looking your company requirement.
So Liaquat,
Yeah, I think our company uses the Azure one.
okay.
So actually, I work in the hardware side, but on the software side, they are using Azure for the database and everything for the cloud. So what
Hmm.
we do is actually we make vending machines, and I work on the PCB and on the hardware side of it. But we have an embedded and software engineers that works on the Azure side on the software side. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, I think I would prefer to do a certification based on Azure.
Right, right. And then, once you have the certification, maybe you can ask your company that you already have the knowledge. So maybe they give you some um, job which is related to Azure, and gradually you move into that direction and adopt it as a career path. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's what my plan is actually.
Hmm. Good, 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 good.
Even
So,
Is it okay if I can
Usman,
talk to you like in any of you like in one-to-one basis,
sure,
if that's
sure,
okay?
yes,
sure,
yes,
sure, sure,
yes.
sure.
We normally offer the one-to-one trainings because we know, like Shazib or Liaquat, we know that everyone have different times. See, we normally offer the trainings 24 hours in a week. Anytime you can select at your convenience, and we can give you the complete hands-on training as per your requirements. Like we have created our own outlines, which is actually fulfill your hands-on requirements. We provide the lab manuals, we provide the recorded lectures, we provide the hands-on account like AWS and Azure. So you don't need to provision or create your own account or put it a debit or credit card. And we have the practice tests so that they will help you to pass the real exam on the first attempt instead of wasting the money on the second or third attempt. And the last but not the least, you can sit with us for the multi course like AWS and Google or AWS Azure composite course under one course, right? We can design a custom training for you as per your requirement, as per your times, like fast track, slow track, weekend program, weekdays program. It's totally depend on you because we are not trainer, we are consultant as well. So we are available 24/7 in a week as per your requirement.
So, Usman, can you show us the Azure career path and
Yeah,
different
sure.
certification?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, this is the Azure career path, and we normally currently the availability of our trainers on these trainings are Azure administrators, fundamentals, and security engineers and the architect. These four certification trainers we have available. Rest of we can available on demand as per your requirements, like data engineers, developers, and AI engineers as well. But I would suggest to start with the AZ400, AZ104, and AZ500, like AZ Azure Administrator and the Azure Security Engineer, which actually help you to start your career as a cloud infrastructure and security engineer. Once you are good in the infrastructure and security part, definitely you can jump on the rest of the part easily because all have the background and the baseline are the Azure Administrator and security.
And also, can you tell us that how much time it will take to study the Azure
Yeah, if you
administrator?
yeah, if you select the weekend program, like if you are available on weekend and you want someone to teach you over the weekend, so it might take approximate 2.5 to 3 months, like 2 hours a day. In a week, there must be the 4 hours or the 5 hours, and then it should complete it 2 or 3 months, between 2 to 3 months, depend on the speed of you because If you are slow learner, definitely the trainer will also be slow, right? So not more than 3 months on
Hmm.
that your administration, because we need to complete not only the theory part but also the lab part, because theory will reach you on the interview side and the exam side, while the hands-on lab will make you confident in the job market or secure job. So both are important for us.
So, Liaquat, would you like a group setting or one-to-one um, instructor-led training?
Well, for now, just need some mentoring that what I've done and
Hmm.
what I'm thinking of doing for
Hmm.
future and what sort of uh, certification that I should do.
Hmm.
I'm right now. I just need the guidance and support that what sort of things I should do if I wanted to
Hmm.
change my career. Mm.
No problem, Liaquat. Whenever you need, you can just reach out to Shazad, and we can start your training right away without having any issue, right? Regarding the mentoring, you can just connect with Shazad whenever you need regarding the QA sessions, or your mind is ready to start the hands-on training.
And he also want to have one-to-one training. So, Liaquat, just give me some your availability timings, so we can have one-to-one meeting with you. Try to understand in detail, what you are trying to achieve, what is the timeline, and what is your availability, so we can, give you some suggestions on that. All right. So, Shazeb, you have a question?
Nah, I don't have a question. I just wanted to ask Usman, do you know Zohaib Sohail Dingra?
यार ऐसे नहीं पता होगा. If you have any picture that I can easily understand.
ये वो अमेजोन में काम करता है अभी फिलहाल, नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्ट है,
नहीं,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ही काम कर रहा है.
नहीं ऐसे थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होगा. असल में आई हैव द 4,000 स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ ग्रुप. सो
हाँ.
इफ यू हैव एनी नंबर ऑन पिक्चर, देन यू कैन सेंड मी इवन.
वो बेसिकली वो टेलीकॉम का ही है. इकरा से पढ़ा है ना आपने?
जी जी.
हाँ, इकरा में ही था. अच्छा, सॉरी सर, मैं इसको मीटिंग को लीव करूंगा थोड़ी
All
देर में,
right.
क्योंकि मैं
Yeah,
डिनर
sure.
ज्वाइन करना है मुझे फैमिली के साथ.
Okay. All right.
तो
See you then.
बस आई मेक श्योर दैट आई विल बी गेट इन टच विद यू शहजाद भाई.
Sure. Sure.
मैं ऑलरेडी टेक्स्ट कर दिया आपको.
Okay.
आई विल मीट यू इंशाल्लाह. ठीक है.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's honor to talk to you guys, and
All
we
right.
will definitely get in touch, man.
चलो
Thank you.
जबरदस्त.
Bye.
थैंक यू.
अल्लाह हाफिज़.
So, Daud, any question from
Yeah.
you before we wrap up our meeting?
Oh, no. I think I'll reach out to you. I'll be interested in the
Sure.
security
Sure.
training. Yeah.
Sure.
So definitely, the earlier the better.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Usman. Thank you,
Okay,
Daud.
Thanks,
Shazad,
everybody.
See you next time.
please stay here. Please stay here. Okay.
Okay.